Hey everyone, I am trying to get a lot of work done today, so I thought maybe I would make a video about productivity and how I'm balancing all the projects I'm working on. I currently have about, let's see, these are the things I am currently working on. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-ish. I don't know about all of you, but it is very easy for me to get overwhelmed. Right now I'm trying to do a lot of freelance writing, right, to support myself financially. It's kind of what I'm trying to turn into my day job, basically. And it's working out okay, but right now that means I'm kind of saying yes to everything, which has been working out fine. Like, basically, if I set aside time every day to work on stuff, I kind of know my flow, and it basically gets knocked out, despite the fact when I'm looking at a giant list like that of 16 different projects that I'm working on all at once, it feels overwhelming, and I start getting like this panic of, oh my God, how am I going to do all of this? But once I start working on it, it's kind of, I knock it out. So yeah, productivity. I can't What I do is I will go through my list. I will write down everything. So I have everything located right here for the most part. There's a few things I've left off, like these YouTube videos, for example, as far as creative projects. And this does not include my daily stuff that I have to do and all of that. That's in a different section. But these are my writing projects. And so, I have everything in one place. I can easily go back to this bookmark, to where it is. And I can cross these off as they get done. And then I will star highlight all of the priorities, the things that have to get done sooner rather than later. So I know that I can focus on those first. It gives me, an idea of what I should be focusing on today, for example. So today, because the deadline is quickly approaching, I'm trying to work on this essay for the Legacy role-playing game, which is really cool. It's about loneliness in the post-apocalypse. But, if I hit a wall with that or something, or, I need a break and I need to switch gears for whatever reason, or, I get a draft of it done, but need to work on something else before I come back to it, which I find useful for drafts, then I can jump to any of these other things with stars, because my brain has already done the work of, okay, this is what you can go to next, and I don't even have to figure that out when I have the opportunity. I just already know. So that's one productivity hack I find really useful. So I've got my music ready. I'm gonna listen to Perfect Circle because I heard some Tool last night. Perfect Circle has a new album. I'm a sucker for them, sorry. I'm ready to go, so I'm gonna work on Legacy, on this essay, for about an hour, see how much I can get done, and then I'm gonna take a short break. So I'll see you then. So I worked for about an hour and I got a bunch done. I have about 400 more words I need to put into it, which I think should be the easiest part because it's like dealing with monsters and stuff. So, because I love writing monsters. I've moved it on to listening to Pucifer, which is what you're hearing now. And I started, since I'm on a roll, just answering some emails about consultancy, a new project, looking over someone's 200-word RPG, and something else. Oh, scheduling a game of Legacy, because I actually want to play the game online, so that should be cool. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing now, and I should take a break after that, just to get my mind straight, so that I can focus again. I did the 400 words. I'm amazing. Okay, actual break time. Maybe I'll make some food. I'm not really hungry yet, so I thought I would sit outside for a few minutes and get some sun. Vitamin D is important. I actually started going on walks every morning right when I get up instead of spending like 45 minutes on my phone trying to wake up. It's because I wake up my body. But the reason I'm talking so quiet is that there is this family of baby groundhogs in my backyard, and I want to see if I can get a video of them for you. So during my break, another thing I'll do if I have to move on to another project is pick which of my started projects to move on to. I think of all the ones I have started right now, I will probably either move on to my David Lynch game because I haven't posted an update to my Patreon in a week, and I want to continue working on it even though I'm being kind of overwhelmed with these other projects. And I will probably, I also want to work on the Solar Punk game because that's just kind of like a mechanics thing, and I also haven't worked on that for a week. And so I want to basically show the person I'm working on it with that, you know, I still care about it. I'm still thinking about it. I haven't forgotten about it. It's just that other projects took priority last week. So probably two delayed project things that I could work on next. And then I might go back to Legacy later tonight or this afternoon, or tomorrow, and kind of clean it up because even though I have all those words done, I want to go over it a few more times to make it more beautiful and wonderful before I hand it over to them, even as a first draft. I cleaned out my candles yesterday and I found this St. Jude 7-day candle that I hadn't used, so that got lit. I actually need to drill some holes into Soul's moist hide because he's in shed right now and I'm worried he's gonna suffocate in that Tupperware because there's like a big hole for him to get into, but there aren't any breathing holes, so I'm gonna do that too. There we go. Now he's got some breathing holes on both sides and this entrance hole in the front. All that moss in there is wet, so basically it helps them shed if they have like a humid box. Look at this boy. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about the world because he's in shed. He says, "Leave me alone, Mom. What are you doing? What are you doing, Mom?" I am not super hungry, but I'm really tired today for some reason. I'm not sure why. So gotta power up, get that banana, get some cold brew, move on to part two. Part two, I think I'm feeling the David Lynch a little bit more than the Solar Punk, so I will work on the Solar Punk tomorrow, most likely. Get into that Lynch stuff. I actually watched this or read a quick article because someone just did a photo series of John Malkovich being different David Lynch characters, and they pointed out that there was an actual psychological disorder that kind of mimics, well, that David Lynch mimics in his characters, where they forget who they are and then they begin living a whole different life, and then they may or may not remember their previous life. Can't remember what it's called, but that kind of got me inspired again, so go and do it. It's been an hour, but I'm on a roll with David Lynch stuff, so I think I'm just going to keep working until I go to the gym in the next hour after that. Yeah. Sometimes I'm writing something, and as I'm writing it, I'm not 100% sure if it's what I really want in that section or for the game. And then I started panicking a little and double thinking and going like, should I keep writing this? Is it a waste of time? Should I completely rethink, you know, how this scenario is and write it this other way instead? And that's actually just part of the process. I come to realize at the end that, you know, just keep writing it out, because through the process of creating it, questioning it, and then making it better, I'm basically designing. So yeah, that's something I just did. So I just wanted to share. Usually in the afternoon, I get kind of like brain foggy from pain, usually from sitting in front of the computer for too long, or, you know, something about the afternoon that does it to me. I'm not sure. So that's why I usually take like a gym break, usually like around 4, and kind of just go work my body out and figure stuff out, give my brain a break. Got some good stuff done though. Mostly happy with the work that's happening on David Lynch. I feel like I'm getting somewhere. I'm gonna have to make a big decision about whether or not the characters will be, or the players will be, fully immersed the whole time in just like one scenario, or if it's more like a Nordic LARP. I forget the name of that type of LARP, but basically where it's a very jarring, or more like a play. Like you're in a play and there's certain scenes that you all create together, so like you're kind of aware of the meta elements at the same time. There's an argument to make for both, because obviously David Lynch utilizes a lot of meta elements in his films, and you know, that's kind of part of it, is that he is kind of like deconstructing a lot of film technique while at the same time deconstructing reality of the characters in the film. So I like the idea of keeping those meta scenes, like it's kind of more like a play, but I am also worried that it might not be as scary if I do that. So it'll kind of sacrifice scariness for meta-ness. I don't know, maybe I can still do both somehow, and more of that will become apparent in playtesting, and I should stop worrying about it now, which is kind of where I'm going with that. But yeah, I'll probably work on it more tonight after the gym, and you know, I'll probably work on editing this video, so this might be the last installment for my productivity today. I hope that this was helpful to all of you, or gave you some insight into some of my process, what I do throughout the day. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will see you next time. So 2 more things. I was just listening to the Switchblade Sisters podcast at the gym, and they were interviewing Sarah Gamble, who was a writer on the first 7 seasons of Supernatural and is now on The Magicians. And she said that it is her professional place as a writer to be stuck, and like that was her professionally where she lived. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so feeling that today. Second thing, I was also thinking about how I read this article about Atlanta, you know, TV show with Childish Gambino, and how the article was talking about the structure of TV shows and how that's like so much a part of TV shows now, how that's kind of an indie thing, or an artsy TV show thing, and how they're doing it in Atlanta, and how they're doing it in how they've done it in True Detective and movies like, or TV shows like that. Obviously Twin Peaks: The Return does it too. So I don't know, just 2 extra thoughts.